Kate wrestles with the memories of her closeness with Anthony as he walks past her, nodding in her direction before heading to see Edwina, Mary, and Lady Danbury. The Queen inquires about Edwina and Anthony's wedding plans. Anthony suggests a simple family affair at Aubrey Hall, but Edwina seems displeased. The Queen intervenes, insisting on hosting a grand wedding, taking credit for their match. Edwina enthusiastically agrees. The Queen challenges Lady Whistledown and assigns Brimsley to oversee the preparations, while Kate feels uneasy hearing the Queen praise their love match. Delivery boys distribute the latest Whistledown edition. Eloise and Penelope scoff at Prudence's wedding plans, viewing them as exaggerated. Eloise remarks on Portia's preoccupation with Prudence's engagement while acknowledging Jack's role in securing their family's future. Mrs. Varley alerts Portia to their financial troubles, and Portia blames Jack for their predicament, citing his failed engagement plan with Cressida. Jack suggests Portia cancel the wedding, but she refuses to tarnish Prudence's reputation and resolves to find a solution. Benedict marvels at his new art school. Welcomed by Rupert Norton, they observe Tessa posing for the class. Anthony fusses over his attire while Violet reassures him. Gregory asks about Edwina moving in with them after the wedding, to which Violet confirms. Anthony discusses the need for preparations despite the Queen's involvement. Hyacinth asks about Kate joining them, and Eloise expresses interest in having another intelligent woman in the house. Violet asks for Eloise's help with planning, but Eloise excuses herself, claiming a flower arranging lecture with Penelope. Edwina stands as Genevieve adjusts her dress, dreaming aloud about a lavish wedding. Kate, less enthused, listens as Edwina credits her for influencing Anthony's proposal. Kate deflects the praise while Edwina eagerly anticipates life in London and imagines children with Anthony, seeing Kate as their beloved aunt. Prudence laments Edwina's overshadowing wedding plans at the Modiste, while Penelope discreetly asks Genevieve about the status of her dress alterations. Genevieve hints at leveraging Lady Whistledown's influence for her business, reminding Penelope of their previous arrangements. Penelope stresses the need for discretion. Kate returns to Lady Danbury's residence to find Anthony and Mr. Brooks, the jeweller. They await Edwina and Mary. Mr. Brooks adjusts Edwina's wedding ring for size, engaging in small talk about the weather. Kate is unsettled, feeling the engagement is inappropriate given their history. Anthony doesn't agree, prompting Kate to remind him of their possible obligation had they been discovered. Mr. Brooke notes Kate and Edwina might share glove sizes for a measurement, overruling Kate's objections. Anthony reluctantly allows Mr. Brooks to resize the ring, a family heirloom. He reminisces its history while Kate admires it. Their moment is interrupted by Edwina and Mary's return. Kate explains the situation, struggling to remove the ring before handing it to Edwina. Lady Danbury announces Lord and Lady Sheffield's arrival in London, seeking to meet Edwina and Anthony. She arranges an engagement dinner, much to Kate's dismay. Anthony escorts Edwina for a promenade, while Mary feigns a headache, leaving Lady Danbury and Kate to accompany them despite Kate's objections. Kate objects to Lady Danbury's hastening of the Sheffield dinner, preferring to delay the meeting until after the wedding due to Edwina's unawareness of the arrangement. Lady Danbury questions if Kate secretly wishes for the engagement's end, asserting public perception equates them to married. Only scandal could undo their engagement, risking her family's reputation. Kate denies this, affirming their impending happiness. Thomas Dorset approaches, requesting to walk with Kate, with Lady Danbury accepting on her behalf. He apologizes for his earlier deception at the races. Edwina observes Kate and Dorset together, commenting on their compatibility. Anthony, surprised by Edwina's remark, questions their relationship's depth, to which Edwina compares it to her initial acquaintance with Anthony. Violet and Edwina discuss wedding colours, while Anthony watches Dorset assist Kate into a boat. Penelope observes Jack rowing a boat with Prudence, seeking attention. Colin notices Prudence's happiness and suggests equating himself with Jack, contemplating his own future. Penelope covers for Eloise, misleading Colin about their activities. Eloise arrives with her maid, claiming to fetch a gift for her brother's wedding. He attends an assembly to discuss educational rights for women. Eloise encounters Theo discussing his pamphlet's views on women's education. They introduce themselves, with Eloise critiquing his argument. Kate finds solace on the water with Dorset, sharing memories of her childhood river. Dorset learns of her imminent return to India and Anthony's watchful gaze from the shore. Kate expresses her desire for an independent life, surprising Dorset. He suggests visiting her in India, to which she agrees to show him around. Will contemplates his future at the club while Alice seeks new members. Jack interrupts, impressed by Will's boxing skills and eager to discuss it further. Portia pulls Jack away for a private conversation about their financial woes. Rena thanks Kate for her cheerful demeanour, urging her to reconsider staying in England. Kate cites reasons for her departure, with Dorset also expressing interest in her staying. Anthony intervenes to correct Dorset's nod and offers his hand to Kate, interrupting Dorset. Kate hesitates but accepts Anthony's help, their lingering touch noticed by Edwina. Eloise meets Penelope, who attempts to update her on the lake events, but Eloise is already informed. Eloise excuses her absence with wedding tasks, prompting Penelope to question her maid about yesterday's whereabouts in Bloomsbury. Jack discusses jewellery with Portia and Mrs. Varley, advising caution with a valuable necklace. Jack privately informs Portia of the necklace's counterfeit stones, which she defends as sufficient to deceive others. Portia dismisses staff concerns while Mrs. Varley warns against financial risk. Benedict visits his art school, engaging with Tessa posing for the class. He compliments her drawing skills, introducing himself and eventually posing for her artwork. Mary finds Kate admiring the scenery, reminiscing about her home. Kate offers support for skipping dinner with her parents, but Mary insists on attending. Their relationship strains since Kate's father's proposal, and Mary chose love over social expectations. Kate questions her regret, learning of Mary's enduring connection with her late husband. Mary ensures Kate of their family's happiness despite financial concerns. Kate shares hopes for Edwina's joy and freedom. Violet discovers Anthony in his study, questioning his reluctance towards marrying Edwina. She urges him to pursue genuine happiness rather than societal expectations. Anthony defends his duty-bound approach, hesitant to break Edwina's heart. Violet challenges him to consider Edwina's freedom to change her mind. Anthony worries Edwina won't, leading Violet to contemplate his true feelings. She advises him not to ignore doubts, as marriage should bring joy, echoing his father's hope for an exceptional match. Edwina and Kate prepare for dinner, discussing Anthony's lingering unease. Kate shares Lady Danbury's advice on independence as a worthy pursuit beyond romantic achievements. Lady Danbury joins, facilitating introductions with Lord and Lady Sheffield. They express their delight in meeting Edwina, ignoring Kate. Lady Danbury emphasizes unity for dinner. Lady Sheffield invites Edwina and Anthony to visit, extending hunting invitations. Anthony accepts, surprised by Kate's similar interests. Kate queries their stay in London, revealing their intentions for the wedding. Lady Sheffield criticizes Mary's earlier choices, stirring tension. Mary corrects their perception, revealing independence and pride in raising her daughters free from judgment. Lady Sheffield discloses Edwina's trust fund and dowry, surprising Edwina and Mary. Edwina confronts Kate over her silence, feeling betrayed. Kate justifies her actions, seeking family security. Edwina urges Anthony's loyalty despite financial setbacks, believing in his care for all. Kate questions Edwina's love, unsure of Anthony's resolve. Eloise arrives at a public meeting, engaging Theo on women's rights, and Penelope watches from afar. Kate rides alone as Anthony bathes and reflects. Kate waits for Anthony, urging his decision. Anthony agrees to end the engagement for Edwina's sake, promising to avoid Kate in future. Kate pleads for Edwina's happiness, rejecting Anthony's suggestion. She insists on his commitment to Edwina and their marriage, believing their feelings will fade. She addresses Anthony by his first name, urging him to honor their arrangement and marry Edwina soon. Anthony departs, leaving Kate in tears. That's it for the Bridgerton recap. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next recap.